I like the comments too.
Okay, thank you, Norm. Thank you very much. Are you there with us? Are you with us today?
Here. I'm here. I'm right here.
Okay.
I didn't know if you wanted me to talk or not, Pete.
You can talk.
All right,
it's
I'm
your
talking.
Car.
All right, I'm talking.
Okay.
Let's look at this car and see what's going on.
Okay, so what the real situation is we're working on this 69 Roadrunner.
68.
68 Roadrunner. Thank you, Norm. You don't have to fucking correct me every time I talk, dude. So we're working on the 68 Roadrunner, and we found a few little cracks in it. Now, when you see this, you're usually thinking it's the primer that's cracked because it's been sitting around for how many years?
Probably 2 years.
I think it's been sitting around longer than that. I'm thinking about 4 to 6 years it's probably been sitting.
Wow.
He's been down here for 2.5 years, 3 years.
Oh, I didn't
And
know.
he ain't been doing nothing to that. So, anyway, what we got is, we thought that it was cracks in the primer, and then we also had a dent over here that somebody backed into a pole or something like that, and I was hammered on it out and fixing it. I was gonna go ahead and skim it, but what this is about, this little video is about Bondo. It's about the price of Bondo, what you're paying for Bondo, and how you're getting fucked in the ass with Bondo. Did I say that all right there, dude?
That's good, man.
All right. What'd you just say, dude?
How you're getting fucked in the ass with Bondo.
Dude, it's a fuck in the ass situation, dude. Yeah. Fucked in the ass situation. Okay, Norm, go ahead and point some areas out that we found on the vehicle, the 68 Roadrunner that we're working on here. Now, what do we got here?
A little crack.
There's a little hairline crack. You can see that right there. That's a crack. Now, most people would expect that that's just the primer cracking, but it's not, and I'm going to show you that in a minute. Now, here's another crack right here. Is that a crack right there? Okay, that's just a gouge. Okay, forget that. Where was another crack,
Up in the front there on the cowl.
Okay, so here's another crack right here. And on these Mopars, these are what you call unibody cars. Am I right?
That's correct.
And when you're working on a unibody car, especially a muscle car like this is where the torque situation is up here. The body will twist and torque in this area. So that is a common crack that is normally on these cars. Did you know that, Norm?
No, although I did see it a number of times in the lead on these cars.
So I'm thinking what happened here, and we're going to go ahead and check that, because what we found is we found a crack right here, and I went ahead and I grinded them down to where the cracks go away. And if you look at that, what is that, Norm? What are we looking at there?
Looks like plastic.
That's Bondo. That's Bondo that has cracked, okay? Because something somewhere, this top of this quarter panel's been repaired, okay? And they took the Bondo into this area. That's why the primer's different colors, because I reprimed that. That was raw Bondo. And you can also see there's a gouge right here. Where's my, there we go, right there. But the situation is that's Bondo that has cracked, all right? And then if we look up in this area, we had some cracks right here, and we thought that that was lead cracking, Norm.
That's right.
Because this is an area that would be leaded. But what we're looking at there is Bondo. Now the situation we're talking about Bondo, this is a particular kind of Bondo. This is the Bondo that costs too much fucking money that you don't want to stick in your ass, because if you do, you just fucked yourself, Norm. And I'm going to tell you why. This Bondo that we're looking at is what kind of Bondo? That's that high-tech, fancy-ass piece of shit Evercoat Bondo that costs $60 a fucking gallon. That everybody in the world thinks you need that Bondo. Now, these were cracks. I wish I would have known that. I thought that was the lead that was cracking, but we grind it down, and it's fucking Bondo, Norm.
I see that, Pete, and I don't like it.
Okay? We had a little den over here, and the den had some cracks in it, just like we found. And I hammered and dollied that out, and if I would have known that all this Bondo was on here, I would have just air filed it down, but I saw the cracks in it, and that's what happened. So, as we're looking here, we still see that this is that Bondo, and if you look real close, looky here. See how it looks like it's not really penetrating onto it. Do you see that right there?
I can see
that
it.
little spot. Okay, that's a spot where moisture has gotten under it, and you can see there's like a crack right here where I'm kind of making it look like one, but there was a crack right there. And the thing is people think that they need to go buy this fancy Bondo, this expensive Evercoat bullshit. Are you fucking listening, 903 guy?
Yeah. People think they need to buy that $60 a gallon fucking high-tech Bondo, and they don't need it because it just fucks them in the
It's a fucking joke. All right, all you need to buy is Bondo like my friend Pete uses. This is $16 a gallon Bondo. It does the same thing and better than the shit that we were just looking at. And if you really want it to be creamy and smooth and free-flowing, add some of this shit to it. You see what I'm saying?
What is that
This
stuff?
is polyester filler, dude. This is a polyester filler right here. It's called metal putty. And if you look, it's premium polyester finishing putty. All right? All you got to do is add some of that to your Bondo, mix it up, and it comes creamy and smooth and feels perfect, and you're guaranteed.
No cracks.
Oh, gee, thanks for answering that, Norm. Okay, thank you.
That's what I thought you wanted.
Yeah, that was great. So what's going on, 903? You running into any Bondo yet?
Not yet, not on the door jam.
Any cracks?
Not on the door jams.
How's the car looking besides the shit situations we found?
Everything I've done on it has looked pretty good.
Yeah.
I haven't done that much to it.
Okay.
I just worked on that front end and the back that we already painted.
Is he doing a good job for you, Norm?
Yes, he's doing a good job. Except for one thing that he missed. Did you see what he did up here?
What happened?
Oh, he covered up that
Did he cover the frame rail?
frame rail right up here, and now we're gonna have to go
That's
back.
all right.
and
When he comes to
repaint
work on Thursday, we'll have him get down on there with a brush.
it. All right.
What do you mean, what do you miss? It's pretty obvious. Look down there on the frame rail. On the frame rail on the other side, right there.
Straight ahead.
Oh yeah, I see.
Okay, it looks like shit. 903. Other than that, he did good.
He did a good job. Bucket up my car, bucket up my car, bucket up my car, but he did all right.
Fucked it up, but he did a good job.
Did a good job fucking it up.
Yeah, you did a good job fucking it up. So if you think you're that guy that needs to walk into a paint store and the paint store guy tells you you need this $65, $80, $100 gallon Bondo, tell him to go fuck himself, because my friend Pete says you don't.
That sounds pretty good, and I agree. Save your money.
There's a lot of products on the market that advertise we're the best, blah, 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 this, blah, 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 that. And I'm telling you, if you find the right products that you can save money at, you need to do it, especially when you run into shit like this. Now what's going to happen is I'm going to have to go over this whole fucking car with a fine-tooth comb and make sure that we don't have no fucking,
Cracks in the Bondo.
Or blemishes, exactly. And then once that's done, then we'll be all right to go ahead and keep going. This is a situation that you have when you buy a car like this, Norm, that somebody's already worked on, and it looks like it's a beautiful situation and you got a hell of a deal, but then when you really start digging into it, the cockroaches start coming out of the woodwork and start turning into maggots on you, and you say, motherfucker, what's going on next?
My car's a cockroach maggot? I didn't know that.
Well, it could be, Norm. Is that funny, 903? What the fuck?
Yeah. Cockroaches come crawling out and turn into fucking maggots.
Well, shit happens, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, shit happens. Shit happens, Norm. So always remember, Bondo is Bondo. It doesn't matter what the fucking brand is. Now there is some very cheap, inexpensive brands. I would not go to Lowe's or Home Depot and buy Bondo. Just don't waste your money on the expensive shit. You're wasting your money and you don't fucking need it. This is Pete, my friend Pete, your friend Pete, over here at SWRNC, working on the 68 Roadrunner. Hopefully gonna get it out. It was supposed to be an in and out paint job, scuff and paint. It's turning out to be a restoration job. We'll see where it takes us to. Don't buy the expensive Bondo, buy the cheap Bondo. If you need any advice on that, email my friend Pete or call me at my shop, 972-420-1293, and I'll guide you down the right road of using Bondo. Hey Norm, you ain't gotta fucking stand over him like that, you know.
I'm watching.
Be a supervisor. He knows how to sand a fucking door jam, dude.
Did you get it all? Don't. Oh man.
You know, he did do a beautiful job. Look at that bare finish on that firewall in there. That looks pretty nice.
Well, he sanded right through the primer. Now we got to reprime.
That's all right. We're gonna reprime it anyway.
Yeah, we're gonna reprime it.
Okay, that feels fucking good, dude. I like it. Hey, be looking for cracks in the primer while you're at it, dude.
Yeah, I see one right here.
Where? Don't fuck with me.
Look.
That's the scene.
That's the scene, dude.
All right.
Don't fuck with me, Darren.
All right.
It's a done situation. It's getting the fuck out of my shop, dude. What do you think?
I think get it out of here.
Yeah, and I think getting yours out would even be better.
Yep, we're working on it though.
We got the fucking 34 loaded up on the trailer, as you can see, ready to rock and roll and get the fuck down the road. Uh-oh, look. Okay, over here what we got. We got Rick sneaking out like a rat. Yeah, see you fucking later, pal. They're leaving, dude. We're getting out of my shop at the end of the month, Norm. Let's hope it actually happens. Let's go talk to Dave, see what he thinks about the 34, and ask him his opinion on getting it the fuck out of my shop. Because it's a done situation. What's up?
Going home.
Going home. Hold on a minute. Come here. Come on. Over here, bud. You still ain't finished that fucking thing that y'all were supposed to do 2 weeks ago. Hold on, come here, bud. Come here. Come here, super stud. Come on over here. Come here.
I'm here.
Right here.
I'm here.
Right here, so we can look in here. Now, for 4 months, you've been telling me we can't do nothing with this car because the power steering lines aren't hooked up.
Right.
I got the power steering lines hooked up, and those fucking spark plugs over there, the spark plug wires have been sitting there for 6 fucking months, dude. When? When, super fuck? My ass, dude. You see the situation, Norm? These motherfuckers always got an excuse for everything, dude. You know what their excuse is gonna be? Well, we gotta get that done first. Doesn't Norm want his car? What about Charlotte? Huh? What about her?
I gotta go and get a carburetor.
For what? A carburetor for what?
Carburetor gasket.
For what?
For that carburetor.
Which one?
The top one.
What, you're talking about this?
Yes.
I don't give a fuck about this, Dave. We're talking about a Mustang. Let's go look at our 34 and see what we got. Come on.
All right, let me shut it
Come on. Come on. Come here, motherfucker.
Dave don't like being
Talk
on
about
camera.
a rude, inconsiderate son of a bitch, dude. Especially when you're helping the guy out, Norm.
He doesn't like to be
It's
on
fucking
camera.
bullshit.
He's not a
It's
movie
bullshit.
star.
I'm giving these guys fucking a space to work in and they treat me like trash, you know? It's not fucking fair, Norm. And people look at me like I'm the fucking asshole. They treat me like I'm the asshole. And I'm just a nice fucking guy, dude. What do you think, Norm? Standing next to it, feel the finish on that. I want you to tell everybody what it feels like.
Oh, like butter.
Like butter?
Smooth.
Or like glass,
like
dude?
Like glass, dude.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Butter would actually melt, so it would get kind of gooey. What do you think, dude? Because, you know, the viewers out there, we don't have feel-o-rama on our videos, so give them a good angle what it's feeling like.
It's slick as snot.
Okay, is that a Texas slang word for being beautiful?
Yes.
Okay.
Slick as snot on a door handle in January.
Now you checked the car out, you looked it over, you saw it run, you heard it run. What are you thinking, dude? You think it was a good build job?
It's a good build job.
You've been here the whole time since we've been fucking with it. What are you thinking, dude?
I'm thinking I'm glad to see it go. Make some more room in the shop.
Yeah. I'm gonna be glad when yours is gone. Come here, super stud. You're not going anywhere. What do you think about the 34 getting the fuck out of here?
I'm glad it's going away.
Let's look it over. Let's check it out, okay?
Oh,
what do you think? Go ahead and rub your hand on there and tell everybody what it feels like. Go ahead.
I'm not going to
rub your hand on it. Just run your little pinky on it. Just put your pinky. How does it feel, dude? Are you glad to see it go, super stud?
Yes, I am.
Why? You're not working on it. You know, that's the happy day. That's the happy day. You can actually admit to this. The best day of actually building a car or doing anything to a car is the day it fucking leaves and you never see it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
I will.
The clock's ticking, stud. Find a fucking shop. Let's go look at your car. See what we got done on that. Okay, what do we got here, Norm? What's going on?
This is the new AMD hood.
Now, what do you mean AMD? What's that?
Auto Metal Direct.
Now, is that a brand?
That's a brand.
And what's so special about them versus anybody else?
They're licensed by Mopar.
Okay, so this is a certified Mopar stamped out hood. Now, when I took that out of the box, I noticed it was a really, really nice hood. I even told 903 Clown Act that I really like that hood. There's not a dent in it. There's not a flaw in it. It's perfectly straight. Let's hope it goes on the car and fits like it should.
I hope it fits.
All right, so here we are with your car, dude. Now, what we're doing, we're block sanding it out. You can see that there were some minor imperfections. I went ahead and fixed those. We had a situation up here. I still got to put some Evercoat in this little area here. I thought I'd be able to block it out, but if I block anymore, it's going to have a dip in it. And we had a crack right here in the Bondo and then also right here. As we come up here, we had some cracks in the Bondo here. I don't know why this was happening, but we fixed the problem and everything's cured now. I took my D.I.y sander, I went over the whole top end of the car, and what I'm doing on the bottom down here is I'm block sanding that with my hand blocks because those quarter panels are like 8 feet long, Norm.
Yeah, they are.
Now, using a D.I.y sander in that situation, you really don't want to because as the light reflects on that, if you use a D.I.y sander, it's going to look ripply. So it's very important that all the sanding on those quarter panels be done by hand only. And we're not talking with a bare hand like this. All right, we're talking with a fucking block to block sand that and get it perfectly fucking flat all the time, dude. That's a big bastard block right there, dude. Okay, how long is that? How long?
It's about 2.5
That's 36 inches long.
3 feet? Okay.
That's a 3-foot fucking block, okay? That's the block that you want to use when you're block sanding these big antique vintage classic cars that have these giant fucking quarter panels that just go on forever and fucking ever. Because that's the only way that you're going to keep them straight. It's very important to use that type of a block right there, Norm. Big fucking block, dude. Big block. All right, Norm, so, you know, we're working our ass off. We're getting her done. We're doing it right. Go ahead and give us a little speculation, a little angle on what's next on the car once my friend Pete gets done with it and how long it's actually going to take to get her done and do it right, because if you ain't doing it right, you aren't doing it at all, Norm. Not at all.
All the parts for this car in boxes. Brand new rubbers. The seats are done. All the glass
now, is that brand new interior?
Brand new interior.
What about headliners?
Headliner
glass.
It's all there.
Chrome.
There.
Stainless.
There.
What about the emblems, the decals?
There's no decals.
The Roadrunner horn. So you don't have any decals that says Roadrunner beep beep or nothing like that on there, where it goes on the back of the middle of the trunk and then over here on the doors, or what?
On the doors it has a little tag that says Roadrunner.
Okay.
But they didn't really have anything. The 68 was kind of a thrown together deal.
Now, let me ask you this. Do you know that a post is actually more popular than a two-door hardtop? Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
And do you know why all the race cars were post cars instead of hardtops?
Because they're stiffer.
Because it's stiffer. But watch what we got going here, Norm. I don't know if you knew this or not. If we come over here and we look at this post right here, this is a very economical and easy way. If you want to make that into a two-door hardtop, all you got to do is remove these spot welds right here, take that post out, and then what happens?
You've got a two-door hardtop.
Put a regulator in it with the proper windows, and it's a two-door hardtop. Bam, bam, bam.
But I like it like this.
I like the post myself because I like the pop-out windows on it. I think those are awesome when you pop them out, and it just gives it that fucking cool look when you're driving down the road. And here's this window popped out at you, you know, and catching all that fucking breeze, dude. All right, Norm, this isn't really about your car, but thanks for showing us, and We got to get back to work loading up, dude. We got to go.
All right, Pete, thanks.
All right. 68 Roadrunner. 383 big block, right?
That's correct. 4-speed car, for sale.
Yeah, at the right price. They can buy it as we're building it. Am I correct?
Oh yeah, they can. I'd suggest wait till we get a little bit further along.
Right, right. Okay, dude. See you later.
Okay, Pete, thanks.
Well, we finally got the car block sanded out. Very excruciating job that it was. And we found out that this paper is not fucking long enough. What the fuck here? Fucker. So we did that on there, but we also found out some other situations. The car, the bodywork on the car is actually done really, really nice. The guy, Dave, actually really did a good job on doing the bodywork and taking his time and doing it right. And I'm looking right here, and I see there's some major bodywork right here on this sail panel. Same with that corner over there. And I am going to have to add some evercoat there and also sand that sharp edge down. That's another situation when you're doing this kind of crap is you've got to keep your eyeball on the fucking job at all times. That means when I'm taking this off right here, I'm actually looking at the car and looking for imperfections along the way. Why are we taking it off? Do you think we're going to paint it? No, we're not going to paint it. What I'm doing here, because even though he used high-tech DPG primer, I still want to go ahead and reprime the car to make it that I feel secure that the job's going to be done right, because that's just how I am. Another thing, if you look back here, you can see where I busted through the primer, blocking it out. It's a big fucking job either way you look at it. But it's kind of like what I was trying to tell you a minute ago. I have block sanded the whole car out. It took approximately a week to do that. And now what I'm doing, I'm taping it off to reprime the car because I want to be able to paint on top of the materials that I use. I don't want to paint on top of somebody else's stuff. And like I said before, even though the guy that did all this work used top-notch PPG supplies, I still want to be secure that it's going to be done the way I do it. I mean, that's just normal and natural, and anybody that doesn't do it that way, kind of like that fucking paper, just a little bit crazy. So it's real important to, make sure that you are satisfied with the job before hand. Just to be honest with you, this is one of the jobs I don't like. I do not like to tape cars off. I hate taking cars off, and I wish maybe the body shop girl was here to do it for me. But she's not here, and that's the situation we got. So we'll have to do it ourselves to get it done. Did you hear what I said? Am I whispering today, dude?
I heard that.
Heard what?
Heard you say, am I whispering today?
No, before that.
No, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, exactly. You get some fucking wax on your ears. Out of your ears.
What did you say before that?
Okay, what we got here is a situation that says we're back on the Roadrunner. Now, we have meticulously hand sanded it, dry sanded it. We went and did all the door jambs outside the car. We went around the car 65.5 times, meticulously looking for bodywork that might have been an issue. We fixed all that. And now what we're doing, we're actually sanding it to paint. So what we got here is the guide coat applied to the vehicle. Now we're going to wet sand this down to 400, possibly 600. Door jambs will be sanded dry down to 320, along with whatever Clown 903 over here is doing. What's going on?
I am sanding this down with one.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Should I talk like this all the time?
No.
What the fuck's going on, 903?
Well, I am meticulously sanding this fucking bumper.
Okay. That's the rear panel, got it.
Yeah,
whatever you want to call it.
Rear bumper panel.
Okay.
With 180.
That's right.
And I'm getting all these fucking jams right here.
We gotta get all the jams. We're gonna dry sand all the jams.
All this right here.
There you go. And we already talked about the other shit.
Get all this up here.
Right, window.
All the door jams, all this up here. But you get it dry sanded, 180, 320, paint ready.
Okay, so you're doing all the dry sanding. I'm gonna start wet sanding and hopefully get this bitch painted. So we've already started our journey on painting the car itself. I went ahead and painted the pieces that were to be painted black, and I also got the doors ready to paint. You can see that these have been wet sanded down meticulously, I might say, and every detail, fine-tuned scratch is out of them. Now I also used a guide coat on this, and we did it inside and out twice, so the doors are hung and ready to paint. If we look right here, here is our crossbar for our core support. It's painted and done and ready to be mounted on the car, right to the factory correct color, the semi-gloss black that you see. And then of course we went ahead and painted the back side of the hood black, semi-gloss black. This hood is going to get a insulator pad on it. You can see where all the holes are right here. This is the insulator holes where the tabs hold it down. So the only really thing that you're going to see on this is on the outside edge of it. And I think it's going to really look nice. This is where I rubbed my hand across it. Now it's clean and it looks fucking great. Now when it comes to painting a large vehicle such as this, you really want to make sure that you're going to do all your work in a clean environment. I got a nice open area space, as you can see, where the dust will travel to other parts of the shop. But when we go to paint this car, I will have to clean my paint booth out and change all the filters. And when I say clean the paint booth out, we're talking pressure washing the paint booth out and making sure that it is meticulously done properly to get the highest quality paint job that we can. Now we're also going to use a special clear on this car, a brand new clear that my friend Pete's never used, and it's called All Candy Wet Wet look. It's called the Wet Wet. We got a guy out there that has a YouTube channel called All Candy, and we are going to test the clear out on this particular car. The owner already okayed it, and we're going to see what happens with this you know, fabulous fantasticness of a clear called All Wet Wet, All Candy Wet Wet Clear. So you want to make sure that you see those videos. This is a clear. The statement is that it's a no buff clear. I'm sure that pertains to having a clean environment when you paint your car, because if any dust falls in the car, of course you're going to have to buff that out. But I believe that we're going to find out what this wet clear is all about, so you're going to want to stay tuned for that little video set. And the Roadrunner's coming along. It's moving along, and it's been an easy fucking in and out situation. Now let me ask you this. A lot of guys come over here and they say, my car's paint ready, all you gotta do is block sand it down and paint it. Is that right?
Hell no.
Okay, let's take a look over there. We're not really gonna look at the car, but we'll just kind of gander at it. That's supposed to be a paint ready car. That car right there is supposed to be block sand paint, get her out, get her done. Is that cocksucker fucking ready or no?
Fuck no, it's not, man.
Okay, we have already meticulously and painstakingly done all the bodywork to all the bolt-on parts. That took approximately 3 months to complete that. And now, look what the fuck we got here. Now we got the car here that is not
paint ready.
Exactly.
Fucking, there's high spots, it's crooked.
High spots, low spots, wavy spots. That 442 Oldsmobile over there is going to need a lot of fucking work, a lot more than our fucking Roadrunner here. I would say that this car is possibly the closest paint-ready car that I have seen in probably 20 fucking years when someone says the car's paint-ready. They're never paint-ready, never. I don't care what anybody says. But as far as this car goes, this car was professionally done. It was accurately done. And it would say to myself, yes, this would be the closest thing that you'll ever see to paint-ready. Minimal bodywork, minimal sanding, just a nice, clean, simple, easy paint job. Am I right? 903, fuck off, guy 9.
You're right, man. And for all you motherfuckers out there, all you haters out there that are fucking wondering why I'm wearing gloves while I'm doing this, it's because we've got a bunch of fucking sharp, jagged edges, and I'm not trying to fucking gouge my finger. I know sanding's all about...
So basically what you're saying is, if you see me wearing gloves, don't look at me like I'm a pussy.
Yeah.
Okay, you're doing it for protection and for safety features only.
Yeah, it's just for safety. And everyone says sanding's all about feel. Well, you don't want to fucking feel those jagged edges.
You don't want to feel those jagged edges and possibly get something like that going right there. A little cut in your fucking hand. Thank you, 903, for that input. We appreciate it. Okay? Thank you.
Have a nice fuck off day.
Okay, so then we come over to my side of the shop because that's the middle bay and it's kind of crowded over there, and we're working on getting shit painted. And what we're doing right now is actually waiting for the guide coat to dry so I can block sand that. I got about another 10 minutes of waiting around, and then that will be ready for paint. Now, to make it really paint ready, to be honest with you, this is what you got to do. This is the situation right here. A nice big 5-gallon bucket of water, a good sponge, couple hand blocks, and some 400. That's the cleanest, easiest way to really get the job done properly. Now you can actually dry sand this with 320, but we're gonna go with the wet sand. It's a lot cleaner and a lot less dust in the air, and get her done and do it right. What is that right there? Okay, that's nothing. Okay, all right. And then while we're in here, yeah, this is our supposedly quote-unquote paint-ready fucking car here that has been sitting around for many, many years up at Daryl's chicken coop of a fucking mechanic shop that is called Oliver's Automotive. You can see the dust that has been created and dispersed on the vehicle and has been sitting in the same spot for approximately 4 years. So, body work, yes, we're gonna have to do all the body work over. I've already done everything else, I've already said that, but don't think just because it's in primer and bodywork has been applied to it that it's gonna be paint ready, because it's not. What the fuck is going on? The wind's blowing so hard, it's rattling and blowing my fucking air things off. Okay, I gotta go, take it easy, my friend Pete, your friend Pete. We'll be back on the 69 Roadrunner as we see it done in stages, being meticulously and professionally done properly. Take it easy. You got anything to say before we leave about your gloves? One more time. That's all? That's all. Okay, so if a hater says you're a pussy and you're a sissy ass, don't take it personal, right? Huh? Is that basically what you're saying?
Oh,
is that what you'd say?
You're dumb.
If a hater says you're a pussy and you're a punk ass because you're wearing gloves and you're not manning up, don't take it personal, right?
No, I don't give a fuck if a hater says that. He can go fuck himself, because only a dumb idiot is gonna fucking gouge their hand open on purpose. Okay. Like, oh, you're not gonna wear protection?
Oh, actually, there's a lot of people that like to cut themselves on purpose. It's called attention whore.
Well,
they go out there and they cut themselves and you know, look, feel sorry for me, right?
I got no sympathy for them.
Okay. Good for you, bud. Keep sanding, 903. What the fuck?
It's a cocksucker. It's a son of a bitch motherfucking cocksucker's what it is, cause it's a son of a bitch. It's like a fucking bastard.